How many darts until you're tired of throwing? Dr. Smith was known for his elaborate object lessons. One morning, the students walked into his classroom and noticed something unusual. On the wall at the front hung a massive target. Beside it sat neat stacks of paper, boxes of pens, and trays filled with darts. The room buzzed with curiosity. Everyone knew this was not going to be a normal lecture. Dr. Smith smiled and said, "Today you have permission. Permission to be honest, to let it out. No filters, no restraint." He told the students to draw pictures of anyone they had a grievance against. Anyone, he repeated. There is no hierarchy here, large or small, past or present. Someone you can't forgive, or someone who simply annoys you. A boss, a parent, a classmate, a stranger who cut you off, a friend who betrayed you, a partner who left you, even yourself if you dare. The class laughed nervously, but they began to draw. Some sketched crude faces with glaring eyes and jagged mouths. Others added mocking details, pimples, scars, crooked teeth. One wrote a name across the forehead in bold letters. Another shaded the background in black to make the figure look menacing. There was no shortage of grievances. When the drawings were finished, Dr. Smith told them to pin the pictures to the target. One by one, they walked forward, attaching their enemies to the board. Soon the wall was plastered with faces. Some students ran out of space and taped their papers to the edges. It looked like a collage of every grudge the class had ever carried. Dr. Smith handed a dart to the first student. "Throw." The dart sailed through the air and struck a face. Laughter erupted. More darts flew. The room filled with the thud of metal on paper. Tears and rips spread across the faces. Students cheered when they pierced the eyes. Some hurled with all their strength. Others aimed carefully. When the darts were gone, Dr. Smith walked calmly to the table and brought out another box. "More?" he asked. The students shouted yes. The frenzy grew louder. More drawings were added. More darts shredded them. When that box ran out, Dr. Smith asked again. "More?" Some nodded, some hesitated. But they kept throwing. And then slowly, a change began. The arms that had hurled so fiercely began to slow. The laughter faded. The supply of paper sat untouched. Dr. Smith walked the aisles offering more darts. "Do you want more?" Some students shook their heads. One muttered, "What's the point? It doesn't change anything." The once loud room fell into hush. The wall was covered with torn and tattered faces. But beneath it all, the target remained intact. Dr. Smith stepped forward and began peeling the layers away. One face after another came down. Names, scars, smudges, all removed. Behind it was nothing but a blank wall. He turned to the class. "Notice this. The wall was never harmed. Not once. Every dart hit paper only. Every grievance was projection. The only thing exhausted was not the target. It was you." The students sat stunned. They saw that all their anger had been thrown at shadows, paper faces, empty images, and yet they were the ones drained by the throwing. Dr. Smith didn't scold. He didn't shame. He didn't say, "Look what you did." He simply let them throw until the throwing stopped. And in that silence, something else appeared. Not forced, not demanded. It came naturally like the tide after a storm. Awareness. They realized the lesson. The targets had never been real. Every dart was always thrown at themselves. And when the throwing ended, they could finally see. There was nothing to hit. The wall was blank all along.